Okay, we got Team Blue all set up and ready to go, so we'll introduce them first. We got ourselves DM. Oh, wait. That's a name I feel like I should remember. Is DM has been in here before? Looking pretty dope. There's a lot of mishmash pieces, but I see what you're going for. Except for those boots and the pants, I don't understand what... It's like the textures kind of mess up, I feel like, at one point. But it's gonna be dead. Playing some survival. Kindred. Oh, kind of red. That's red. Playing some assassination. We got Sneaky in this group. Playing more Assass. We got Thought Slayer. Slaying all your thoughts. When you think, you thought. That's the kind of thought. Plus, we got Dirks going back to the good old Outlaw. We got ourselves Cornic playing some Unholy DK. I'm Hose. Playing Assassination, I hope. Subtlety, maybe? Sham. And we got Soda. Who's up first, boys? It is going to be Dirks Brian versus Thought Slayer. Outlaw versus Unholy Death Knight. We'll see how well it goes. I actually want to see how well Dirks Brian does with it. It's going to get a drone rush ahead of time. He's going to get a full challenge to Thought Slayer. IBF coming down off the bat as Malia hits him at the same time. And Alon with a beautiful donut, my man. Back to the duel though. Stun coming down to Thought Slayer. Killing spree to follow for Dirks Brian as stuns are happening. No, trick is still available for Thought Slayer. Hasn't popped any of his cooldowns. Is going to go for a death pact a little bit early. Abomination on one side to corner. Dirks Brian is going to have the other pet on the side. Actually just playing like a very pet play style. Needs to grip the rogue next to the A-bomb. As you can see, the A-bomb just doesn't want to move. Look at that thing. It just stops for no reason. So Dirks is able to get away from it completely. Cloak shot is coming up for Dirks, and he's going to get a cloak, heal rolling right now. Thought Slayer does have an AMS rolling. That Abomination is not hitting this rogue ever. Thought Slayer is going to retreat back to the pillar, going to grip him. Realize that he needs to grip him next to the A-bomb. A-bomb maybe gets one melee off. Stun coming down to Dirks. A chicken available. That's going to be Army of the Dead for Thought Slayer. Is going to get Transfusion up and running. Parry coming out as Dirks Brian trying to get offensive, trying to deny any kind of healing. Stun coming down to Thought. Going to get hit with a stun by the pet, but that's going to be the Death Knight melting little by little. Is going to get a small death strike in there. Satan Chicky coming out a little bit early. All the pets are going to explode, but Dirks has way too much healing to worry about it right now. And that's not going to be the Death Knight just melting to this Outlaw Rogue, getting obliterated. This Outlaw Rogue is parrying all his attacks, disarming him, stunning him down. Probably has the comp points for a full between the eyes if he wants to. Is going to land it. And that looks like it's going to be the Death Knight. Going to go down to an Outlaw Rogue. Dirks Brian been playing. He's been testing himself and just trying to get that regenerating going. Got to get decent buffs going. Who's up next? It's going to be kind of red. Rogue versus Rogue. Assassination versus Outlaw. Xander versus Xander. We're going to see how well this goes. And Dirks Brian is going to go for a bit of a cry because Assassination does have advantage over Outlaw. Looks like Dirks just kind of wants to get opened up on, actually. Or maybe they just want to kind of engage. Looks like they're just going to start attacking each other. They're going to be a gouge, but Dirks going to get a full stun to kind of red. Kind of red is actually going to get Trinket out of this. They're going to get dots up and running to Dirks Brian. Full kidney shot coming down to Dirks. Has a Trinket available if he wants to. Kind of red is going to go for a Mally to follow. Cloak shot is not available for Dirks. All his heals are going to be kind of suppressed. Going to go for a heal regardless. Blind coming out. Trinkets out of a blind onto Kinda Red. No trinket available for Kinda. And that's going to be Dirks going to be able to go for a full reset. Regenerating coming out. Big heals coming in. Massive heals. What was that? What was that? That's going to be still a sap into Dirks though. It's Kinda Red, I guess, had Vendetta. Kinda Red is actually going to bail out of there with a regenerate of his own. He might as well regenerate in front of him so he can restealth. Both of these rogues are going to catch a restealth. What was that? Both of these guys run far away as rogues stop running away. Land that sap for blind. You need it. You need it. Land a sap, just regenerate in their face so you can restealth, resap again. And get the opener, because now both of you got to look for each other. Kinda Red actually going to pick up the eyes and vanish, but he's going to get sapped out by Dirks as he sees him at the very as he goes for a vanish. Cheap shot coming down for Dirks. He's going to get a stun lock onto Kinda Red. That's actually going to be Kinda Red dropping to about half health. Mally to fall. Kinda Red is not going to be able to heal that much. Has a cloak of shot as he needs to. But this way he gets to get some easy damage to Dirks' spine. Gonna go for evasion right now. Dirks can't really do much about it. He's gonna grapple hook way the hell out of there. Gonna get a heal rolling right now. Shots up coming in for Kinda Red. Dirks can go for parry if he wants to and just suppress all the damage Kinda Red has. But Dirks is healing all through all the damage that kind of ripping it out. Get the common points. Is going to get a full stun onto this rogue. Gouge to follow. Going to get a reroll going. Get a shot coming down to Dirk. So this way kind of red needs to go for a very defensive play. Needs to find a way to deal with this. Decide to go for more damage. Cloak shot is coming down for Dirk's Brian. Kind of red is out of cooldowns. If kill spit coming down, she does get a proc. Kind of red is out of options, but Dirk's Brian is dropping in health very little by little. Kind of red is still hanging in, but that's going to be a nice stun into a pistol shot as Dirk's Brian maintains his health. With dots to follow, Diom is going to get a Starfall in there. Looks like he is going to see the rogue, going to come out of stealth. Going to get gouged. That's why Dirk's Brian is actually going to sprint away. Going to make a getaway. Makes a breakaway out of that situation. Looks like he doesn't go with the... I think a disarm would be actually not a bad idea. What does Dirk have to play, Gus? Boomy, dead as a melee. Kind of red as a melee. Sneaky Yo thought... I think a disarm would have actually done wonders. But I think he's going for a sprint. Where he sprint, removes all movement paired effects. So that's going to be Diom. Getting caught out. Nope. No, actually does get caught out, actually. I said get it caught out because it looked like he was just walking to Dirks. So I was expecting for the rogue to get a cheap shot. Bash coming out. Diom wants to go for some damage right now. Going to be a big old incon right now. Is he going to go for big damage? Thorns coming down. Dirks doesn't have any cloak of shadows right now. Needs to go for healing. He's going to get obliterate. Vanish coming in. Still has dots on him though. If Diom can find an angle on him as he's running to him with bear form with thorns, Dirks still has massive dots. Still auto attack. And that's going to be a big old star surge. Dirks gets a heal going. Diom is not in the fight quite yet. Needs to sprint up to him. It's going to be travel form. We're up and running. Still dots available to Dirks. No cloak of shadows. It's going to get melee auto attacks in there in between. Dirks is going to get some auto attacks there as well. If Diom can get something, going to get a hit with a blind. No chicken available. And regenerate coming in for Dirks as the dots fall off. That is such a strong regenerating. Sap coming in, 5% dampening. I kind of feel like Dirks is healing more regenerating than everybody else. I wonder. Mally coming down into Diom. He's going to have to find a way to deal with this. Maybe Thorns are available. It does have Thorns available. Bash coming onto Dirks. He's going to go for regrowth. Is going to get a regrowth past that Mally. There's going to be a Barskin to follow. Dirks is going to hit into the Thorns, hoping to score a kill. But it's actually going to play defensive. Going to get sort of a concoction rolling as Diom is going to go for a couple of regrowths way in the back. 8% dampening rolling in right now, boys. That's going to be some damage coming in for Dirks right now. Diom has a cooldown rolling, but it's not going to be enough as Dirks is making a circle around Diom. Silence coming out as Diom is just trying to use every cooldown in his book just to see if maybe he can win. Maybe Silence on Rogue on some spell might be powerful, but Diom is going to be able to get some heals rolling. Starfall coming down. Dirk's still hanging in there. He's going to go for a stun as Diom gets stuff for an emergency heal. That's going to be a pretty short stun though. Diom is trying to find a way out of the situation. Thorns are coming up. Dirks can't really hit into him, but Diom is so low in health. Vanish coming in. Maybe you can go with a cheap shot. Shortest stun again in the world. Bash coming in. Trinkets out of it. Diom is going to go for some damage onto Dirks. This way he's going to go back into bear form. And Cloak shot is coming in for Dirks at the very end. Sneaky wants to end this rogue right now. Wants to eliminate him. Blind coming in a little bit early. Don't really know if he needs to go for a blind, but that's an interesting play. Dirks has no cooldowns for this. Full kidney shot coming down. Sneaky is going to be able to get the kill onto Dirks. Dirks is going to get dotted up with a Mally to follow him. Gonna get a heal rolling. Trying to get a second Crimson Vial, maybe another. Does roll another heal, but dies to the dots regardless. Sneaky tried to go for a BM play, it looks like. Maybe he tried to be flashy, but I don't know how it turned out. Shamanic is going to be up next versus Assassination Rogue. Shaman versus Assassination. That's going to be a little bit nutty, chat. That's going to be a little bit nutty. Dirks played that one really well, though, as an Outlaw. That's going to be Sneaky opening up with a full kidney onto Shamanic. Is he going to go for maybe some kind of a knockback? No, going to eat all the damage at the beginning. No Vendetta coming out. Oh, Vendetta coming out of Sneaky actually committed all the big damage. Shamanic is forced to pop wall right now. Ghost Wolf. This is where Sneaky is going to bail out of that. Shamanic can't run at him. Does want to go for some damage, though. Nope, going to bail out. Needs to go for some healing. Stay in a Ghost Wolf form so you can get as much healing as possible. Is he going to play the drop totem playstyle? Gorod coming out again. Sneaky could go for another kidney shot onto Sham. Does he want a lightning lasso coming in? It's going to be Tricky coming out immediately. That's going to be Shamanic dropping out a capacity totem. Sneaky is going to shadow step to Shamanic right after that. It's going to be some massive heal out of Sham though, out of nowhere. He's going to get himself a primal elemental rolling. Sneaky is going to get hit with a Mally, but he's going to vanish out of that. Sham is going to be allowed to at least get his health back up, and that's going to be Flame Shock onto Sneaky with an extra dot by the pet. Gonna mount up right now. Trying to figure out a way how he wants to deal with his Shaman. Wants to go for a full reset. Gonna wait out while the dots fall off. This way Sham needs to get the pet to attack from the other side. Is gonna mount up, try and chase after Sneaky, but Sneaky looks like he's just gonna go regenerating behind health. He's gonna get his whole health up, man. Being a Xander for duels is nutty. Kidney shot coming down to Sham. Could maybe go for a knockback. Does he get it? No, doesn't have one. But at least that's no Vendetta out of Sneaky, but still need to be aware of the damage the Rogue is able to put out. Is going to drop down Counter-Strike Totem. Sneaky is going to eliminate it. No, it doesn't look like he is. Although he does get to auto attack, and I think he did want to use the ability. Is going to go for a blind right now, just to reset the Shaman completely. Wants to go for a full kidney shot, I guess. Want to see if Shaman will pop any cooldowns. Wall is available for Shamaniac. If Shamaniac presses wall early enough, he might be able to pre-wall this kidney. I wonder if you could wall while you're garroted. I don't think so. Actually, that wasn't even garroted. Could have pressed the kidney shot. Could have pressed wall right now. I would have been spamming it. That's going to be Mally to fall. That's going to be some damage out of Sneaky, yo. That's going to be Lightning Lasso to lock the Rogue down. But is Shamaniac going to be able to do much out of the stun? We'll see if time will tell. Does land almost a Hex onto Shamaniac. By Shamaniac, I mean. Wall coming up right now. Has a massive defensive bias pet. Hex is going to land on the Rogue. Healing surges are coming out. Sneaky, yo, is actually a Hex right now. Turned to a little bit of Frog. Stormkeeper's coming out for Shamaniac. Cloak of Shadows coming in. Hopefully, Shamaniac is not going to invest any of that damage into that Cloak of Shadows. Vendetta is rolling in. This is going to get Counter-Strike Totem up and running. Sneaky is going to take a lot of damage out of that Counter-Strike as it's zapping him into a Lightning Lasso while he's taking damage from the Counter-Strike, while the pet is beating up on his ass from the other side. Does Shamaniac have enough damage to finish? And the Counter-Strike Totem actually eliminates him with a Lava Burst. He just defeated a Gladiator Rogue just like that, and Dead is rolling in just to obliterate. No, actually, I think he's going to give Shamaniac a proper honor duel. Shamaniac takes out that Rogue after all of that. That Rogue keeps re-stealthing. Why does he do that? I know you're trying to play safe, but what? No, Dead is actually not going to give him the honor duel. That Shamaniac is not going to be able to heal. Dropping down to Counter-Strike. Dead is going to be able to get stunned by it. Hex coming out right now. Trying to kind of avoid that Hex. Is going to land a Hex on the Dead. Is he going to trick it out of the snow? Shamaniac should have been given opportunity to get a full honor duel. And Maledict is going to hit him while Dead is frogged up. It's going to be Lightning Lasso, shortest lasso ever. Shamaniac doesn't have a lot of health to work with, and Dead just didn't give him an opportunity. Dead almost ate a Mally off that. Who's up next? Who's going to go avenge our boy Shamaniac? Is it going to be the Death Knight? Is it going to be Soda Player? Is Hose? Are the guys AFK? Are they trying to figure out who's going next? Hopefully you guys get all the rolls done ahead of time or something. That is going to be Gornik coming up next. That's Dead going to get some dots on him ahead of the time. Gornik is going to get the pet up and running. Did get rooted. Is going to get a stun up on the Dead. Tricky coming out of Dead, or afterwards, Gornik is going to have a pet CC, but he's going to get the Army of the Dead rolling. Dead is trying to get some damage rolling up to Gornik right now. That's going to be a big old AMS. Gornik doesn't have grip right now, so he just has to chase up the Dead. Dots to take it down. Does have AMS for it. That's a trap on the other side. Is going to get a redot onto Dead. Does he have a buff pet? He does have a beef pet. Sun coming in. It's going to be Abia for Gornik. Needs to go for massive healing off of Dead right now. Oh, they're going to go for off the pet. Double charge trap sitting on both sides. Can't go one way or the other. Medic bandages are coming out for Dead. Needs to interrupt the medic bandage. Zed gets himself a full free heal. Gornik needs to be aware of his own health. Needs to be in a position of Dead. Needs to be aware of all the CC. Does have a trick it if he needs to. He's going to trick it out of that freezing trap. Grouping Dead in. And Dead is going to be able to get some range damage to Gornik right now. Look at all them eagles flying. Gornik needs to go for transfusion right now to start healing. Does he even have transfusion on these bars? It doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't even have death pack. Thought he could survive all this damage. That's next thing up is going to be Soda Player. Gonna get a damage rolling onto Dead right now off the bat. Does have a laser cannon from the sky. We can't see it ourselves, but he does have a laser beam from the sky. Rolling. Managed bandages are coming out from Dead. Did Soda Player get... Did he hit a trap or something? Just shrink it at something. I think he got caught by a root trap. Probably wanted Dead to just get... Yeah, it might not have been the best idea. Should have probably let Dead have his own camo. But it looks like Dead is dotted up. He can't really get much healing. Maybe that's why Soda Player. He just wanted to deny Dead any kind of healing at all. Dead is making sure to set up all the traps. First aid coming out as dots come off. That's going to be Manic Bandage regardless. Soda Player needs to get up a Dead. Maybe even throw down a Starfall just to disrupt his healing. Is going to try to get some dots rolling. Dead is going to harpoon at him. Like Soda Player turns around. Somehow Dead still has a heal. Tortoise is still available. Barks coming out for Soda with Thorns. That's going to be Dead getting some range damage. Throwing some grenades. Avoiding the damage the Thorns would do. Going to get a Mallet rolling onto Soda. And Dead is still just chugging along. Just still kiting away from the Druid. The Druid needs to go for regrowth. Mally falls off. 49% dampening. Soda Player needs to make a play. Needs to go into big old ink arm. Barely has any health and down he goes. Up next needs to be Hose. Needs to run at Dead right now. Go get him right now. What a nice guy, Hose. What a nice guy, man. By the way, if you want to give someone honor duel, usually we just start walking at a person. You can do a little bow, whatever the fuck you want to do. But but usually when you start RP walking at him, that's how you do it. Dead is gonna come out, gonna pick up the eye. Amaho's gonna have to deal with the pet. He's gonna sprint out, sees that the pet is running for him, lands a sap onto the pet. Is that gonna approach? No, he's actually gonna have to wait for a bit as his pet is CC, trying to land an angle onto Amaho's. Gonna be a cheap shot to fall as an opener as the rogue gets himself the full setup onto Dead. Dead is gonna throw some grenades back at him, popping defensive early. Chicken coming out of Amaho's off of that stun though as Dead trying to get a setup. Did have aspect of the eagle rolling, want to get some range damage into the rogue. Now he can trap him for infinity. He can trap this rogue to infinity as the pet is doing a bit of damage. Many benefits are coming out, and the rogue needs to be aware of the fact that Dead is healing. The traps are going to be there. The freezing traps are going to be a pain in the ass. Dead is going to go keep foraging for food, dude. Dead is a hunter, just foraging for food the whole time. He's foraging either for dead bodies or foraging for dead medic bandages. Maybe you'll find some berries that are ground. He'll eat those. He doesn't know what they do. He'll have diarrhea from the end of it. It's going to just throw flare up onto Amaho's. Looks like the rogue actually gets out of it scot-free without any dots. Medic bandage is still coming out for Dead. Amaho still has Vendetta if he wants to go for it. Turtle Shell is still available for Dead, but if Amaho gets a full kidney shot, lockdown wombo combo, he could end them. Does Dead have any traps set up around him? It's gonna let this rogue get the full big opener on him. Full Vendetta, kidney shot. Cloaker shot is coming in for Amaho's early. Does land a full kidney. Is that gonna be full Vendetta? No Vendetta available. Actually used it a little bit early, but it's still getting some massive, nasty damage into Dead. That's going to be a stun onto the rogue. That is going to throw some grenades, get some range damage in there, but doesn't want to engage. Going to get a mallet to the rogue a little bit early. And it's going to go for a manning bandage right now. The rogue is completely slowed out in that charge trap with a pet attacking him. Can't really heal. And Dead is going to go for the kill right now. Harpooning out. Blind coming onto Dead. If this rogue could get some full kidney shot rolling. Trying to go actually for a full reset on with a pet. Going to get a slow poison onto the pet. And that's going to be Dead, getting another poison running on him. The guy is not going to be able to be allowed to get any kind of CC, any kind of resets. And Dead is going to continue manning bandages at 66% dampening. It doesn't do a lot, but whatever helps him keep his health alive. And Amaho's health just kind of just burns out somehow. What the what? Chad, didn't he just have a little bit of health and just like pop? It was gone. Did the pet just some kind of a crazy crit kill commit? Did it get... Eat my call? Did he get hit by Heat my call just now? I think he got yeeted, boys. I think that rogue just got yeeted. He had a fair amount of health and it was just gone.